Ooh, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Deadpool 245277. Welcome back with more Final Fantasy 16. Let's get right into it. I've been busy, been working really hard. So I haven't forgot. So I just gotta get in the groove and doing this stuff again. So, like always, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Yeet.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goot.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bucklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars. Till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky to make it out alive.
Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Oh, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker, but I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out? Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
We're lucky you came along. Now, hoping to make a heavy purse in Boklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
Nope. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take it.
Look lively, you lot.
Well, we've got guests.
These must be our bandits. That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart? Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we've found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here. It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side. Enough of you, are there?
It's over.
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominants and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominants and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeger, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well-trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end. More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Let me carry your goods.
I'm cheap.
And nasty.
Out of my sight, wretch.
Peaches and pears.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the crystalline dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go in and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
Come, taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Juicy pears. Slake your thirst without a crystal.
Ah, Good. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Good. Just tell us what happened.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
I know where! I've got a pal in Bocklad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure nought else is missing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
Stops next to the checkpoint.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes, and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots' pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and 2 birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion Goots?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive. The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
Out of my sight, wretch!
Jug of snake spit for the road?
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint. Show them the trader's pass.
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular? Ah, Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. You should go and have a word with her.
Thank you. We will.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion.
Fish for sale! Fresh sorted and smoked! Can I interest you in... Ah, sorry. Message from Eloise, is it?
She's asked me to help her. To help you find the pickpockets.
Is that so? Suppose I better tell you what I know, then. For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags. Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. You saw the refugees gathered by the entranceway? They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of unwanted baggage.
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have heard something.
It's worth a try.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Come with me to the Dominion. Life will be different there.
Come and taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
Excuse me. Do you mind if I ask you something?
Can't stop you.
I was just wondering if anyone has asked you to do anything out of the ordinary recently.
Anything you grown-ups ever ask us to do is shut up and go away. So guess what I'm about to tell you to do?
Sorry. I'll leave you alone.
I'll take the large one.
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling, you know what to tell them.
Jug of snakes.
Excuse me?
What do you want? I don't have any money.
It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really. But my friend, Honza, he said he got a job doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Come on, come all!
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
That's that, then.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
That big fat donkey was easy pickings. He wouldn't have noticed if we'd robbed his boots off him.
Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our guts.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit! We're in trouble now! What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
All right.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Did you see a boy run past? He stole something from a friend of mine.
There was a boy ran back there towards the chocobo pen, but...
Thank you.
Oh, shit. Cornered.
It's all right, Hunter. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else. Someone they could push around easier.
Hunter.
You found him then?
Jill. Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
You're... him!
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones. Whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their gill, me and my mates would have starved.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo?
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister? Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just her back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the Cast Stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gil and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hans is a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the Stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the same thing.
Oh, where is...
Alright, you guys, I'm gonna end the live stream here. But I got a sad message for today. I just got a tweet on X, well, slash Twitter, and on Instagram that the head of E3, so E3 is finally and it's officially canceled. I mean, like not, they're just gonna drop everything. So E3 is officially canceled, and it's just sad. Because I grew up with, and what I mean by cancel is why it's no longer, it's pretty much no longer exists. They're just dropping the ball. E3 is no longer gonna be relevant no more. It's just gone. Like they had to get the high, just like, hey, thank you guys so much, blah blah blah. No longer gonna be. It's not gonna come next year, and it's not gonna come the year after. It's done. E3 is completely done. And oh man, I remember growing up as a kid, like every summertime, E3 will always be on. And I remember it was always on TV. I used to there's a channel I used to go on called G4 TV, and Attack of the Show, X-Play, Cheats, and whatever. I always go on because E3. E3 is one of those things that is really, really big, and it's meant a lot to me because that's how I got into a lot of gaming. Was E3, and I always, every summertime, I always watch it. I remember when the console war started, and I remember when the whole Xbox 360, PS3, PS2, GameCube. I remember when when Super Smash Bros. Melee came out. And I remember a lot of stuff. I remember a bunch of stuff, you guys, as a kid growing up. It was amazing. There's a lot of weird stuff, like there are a lot of like funny stuff, dumb ones, etc., etc. But there, like no matter what, no matter how much the dumb ones are, how much the weird ones are, it was still awesome because it was still cool to watch. It was really like, a gaming expo that you go in and you play a bunch of demos. Everyone shows up and everyone just plays demos and, get a chance to watch the conference for 2 hours, and that was the best day of my life. And I remember just watching it all day, all week, always having fun. I sat there and just watched every single day, and it's amazing. I was happy. It was gullible. It was just awesome. And I'm trying not to cry because it just hurts. Because now we reached the end of the era of E3. It just reached the end of the era to me. And do I wish E3 to continue? Oh yeah. I'll be honest. I kind of wish they want to continue after they fix everything after what's going on, but I knew for a fact, I knew it was gonna end. I just didn't know when, but I knew deep inside me that it was gonna end. By always trying to be, I don't want it to end. I don't want it to end. I want it to be like, I wanted to keep going. I just wanted to keep going because that's what kind of started. And then he had the Tokyo Games, of course, was just like, and then the Game Awards and some other stuff too. But E3 was the biggest thing every year in the summertime. Right, that's what everybody is always waiting for every year. It's like, okay, we'll wait till next year. Boom. Alright, let's go again. We'll wait till next year. Boom. I remember just waiting for like new gameplay trailers or just trailers in general. I can't wait for new IPs or brand new consoles. I remember they should keep showing new consoles on E3 every single year. It was so gorgeous. Like, it was just so awesome. I just love seeing that. Like, everyone can together. We can all talk, make fun of it, or do anything crazy. See like which one. And I was okay with it because I love everything on console. If people ask me if I can pick one of them out of the three, which one I pick, I will pick none. Because if I can only pick one for the rest of my entire life, that's it. I cannot. Well, if I play PlayStation for the rest of my time, then that means I can't play Nintendo. I can't play Super Smash Bros. Or the Legend of Zelda games, or if I, or even on Xbox where Xbox got Game Pass, I can download movies, digitally, so I can like watch it, so I can like save up and everything. So it's just like I can't even do that. Or if I pick Nintendo Switch, I can travel to wherever I go. I can go to somebody else's house and bring my Switch and then just have fun and just have people come over, just play for like hours. Not worrying about like, oh, let's play this and whatever. Not having to online and where I can just sit there and bring that over. We can all spend a night, and just play that game. And then you got Xbox where if you want combat with that, and then you can sit there and be like, okay, here we go, and it's like, it is amazing. I don't care what's going on. All consoles are amazing. They just work in their own OP. Why? They just work in their own way. Nintendo Switch is where it's a handheld console that you can take it wherever you go. PlayStation 5 is more about exclusive. I mean, Nintendo got exclusive, but it's just more like, okay, it's a more business type of thing. Like, hey, where bada bing, bada boom, here's some of these exclusives gonna be on there. And then 6 to 8 months later, to like a couple years later, you get the game on PC, So where that Xbox, where if you got the Game Pass, it's on day one. You can get it on Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass already, and that game is coming out that month, you can just sit there and be like, okay, I'll just try it out. I don't have to buy it. It's just right there. It's literally Netflix. Game Pass is literally Netflix, but just like for games instead of movies, TV shows, and whatever. It's just like, oh yeah, here's this. Knock yourself off. Oh man.
Oh, where is it?
Man, I just don't know how I feel about it. I just don't know. Like, I'll be honest, you guys, I just don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna miss it. I really am gonna miss it. No, BS or nothing. I am gonna miss E3. I know most people be like, well, E3 is already dead, so I'm not gonna miss it, but it's your opinion, it's your opinion. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with everybody's opinion with it. Like, I'm not gonna hate on saying that is beast tier, but it's just like, no, it's just, yeah, there's some E3 that did horrible. Yeah, there's a lot of E3 that did horrible, and there's some that did really, really great. It's just that a show, hour and a half to 2 hours, show, and it's just, I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it. I just don't know how I feel about it. I'm just gonna miss it, y'all. Yeah, that's. I remember I think I was like 11 or 12 when I started watching E3, and that was literally almost 20 years ago. Yeah, like almost 20 years ago. Yeah, that's when I started watching E3 during that time, and then growing up, and that was it. I remember when the Xbox 360 came out, $350. I remember when the Wii came out, $250 for the Wii. I still remember how bad PlayStation 3 was. Like $500 to $600 on PS3. I laughed. I still remember like it was yesterday. Man, I remember I hated it too. I disliked it because it did horrible. I was in high school when 360 and PS3 came out, and then the Wii. I was in high school when those three consoles came out and everything. It was a three-way battle. That was the best year. You know, it was a three-way battle, and then Nintendo won. Nintendo outbeat Sony and Microsoft, but it's just like, yeah, like those two were going at it, but yeah, the real winner was Nintendo, and that was it. It was awesome. It was awesome. All of them were awesome. All gens are awesome. No matter what it was, no matter how much stress that is, like they're all awesome. I remember 10 years ago, PS4 and Xbox One came out. 10 years ago, think about that. I was 23 at the time. And PS4 and Xbox One came out. I'm gonna miss that. The best part, I can rewatch almost all of them. Yeah, I can rewatch almost all of them. I just gotta find them and make a list. A playlist of them. But yeah, I can watch every single one. I can watch from like, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2013. I can watch every single one of them. I'm probably not gonna. I'm probably gonna watch all of them. I don't know if everyone will watch them all, but if right now we're both kind of busy with our games. Me with Final Fantasy 16 and her with God of War 2 and some other games. So probably by January or February, once everything kind of died down, I'll be like, hey, everybody, you want to watch? You want to show at V3? I'll ask her, see what she thinks. Even if it's just like one show. Just one show, because those shows are like hours long. They're like 2 hours. 1 hour, 2 hours. So that's a lot of energy for both of us, especially on Ebby, because she had to take her meds. Not that much, but it's just like she falls asleep real easy. So it's just like, even I am, but one of these days it's just like we'll probably watch them. Man, E3.
Oh,
I'm gonna miss you. I'm really am gonna miss you, E3. You know. E3, you were awesome. No matter what, you were awesome. No matter how many funny stuff there were, no matter how many bloopers, whatever. You guys were awesome. And I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss every single E3 moment. I'm gonna miss when all of us come together when the consoles will be released. I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss that. And yeah, it's just gonna be sad. Yeah, I'm gonna miss you. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm definitely gonna do one. I'll probably gonna do the DLC of Dead Space 3 tomorrow. Well, yeah, tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. It's very short. So and then we're probably gonna play Destiny one after that. But I'm gonna miss it. Take care. Be blessed. And have a good rest of you guys' night, morning, or evening. If you guys are waking up, good morning. If you guys are in the afternoon, hello. I'll see you guys more on Final Fantasy 16.
Oh, where is it?
I love you guys. And E3, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna have a blast. That was a blast, E3. Take care, and have a good rest of your night. Like always. Yay!